Clock says 9 o'clock. Please join me in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Does anybody have anything you'd like to remove from the consent agenda? I do not. Neither do I. Okay. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved. Mr. Museball? Yeah. Mr. Wade?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Time for public comment. So please come to the podium, and we do record these meetings. So if you would state your name and address.
My name's Haley Burns, and address 7318 Kentucky Way, Winslow, Ohio. And I'm hoping to put a sign at Patricia Allen Park, and it's basically just information about coaching, and I just basically say that I want to coach younger players, and the pay for each session, and then just a number to reach out. And I was hoping to put it up maybe by the soccer field when you first enter to the right. I drew out a little picture if you want to see it.
Sure. That'd be great.
Okay.
I do.
This is the little entrance, and then over here to the right, there's like the pickleball, and then right here by the pathway, and it's where the soccer field starts.
Okay. All right.
This is where I was hoping to put it.
Okay.
You got a picture of your sign and you got your sign?
There's
Yeah.
a sign. Shows
It's-
that. Sorry. Okay, very nice.
And then I have two of them, so if I could also maybe put one by the bathroom or something like that, that would be very appreciated too.
By the field, by the back. Make sure that Jeff has your name and address, phone number. So if we need to call you before if anybody has any questions, these individuals might call you if we have any questions before our next meeting. And I'm sure at our next meeting we'll make a decision. Mr. Gabbard gets back. He's out of town just early this week. He'll be back. So
It just says clarification of for what length period of time are you going to have this? Like, what's your soccer season or expectation? Just so it's on the record.
Like through end of August maybe.
Are they having practices now?
Yeah, we are currently training a bunch of players.
very good. Well, thanks for coming in and talking to us. We appreciate you doing that rather than just putting it.
Thank you.
Good job. Hey, you're certainly welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting, or you're welcome to go. It doesn't matter.
I can go if I
She actually has a training to do at 9:30.
Well, that's even better reason to get out of here.
You won't bother us. You know, it's
Okay,
officially
thank you
during
so
the
much.
meeting.
Thank you.
Stay hydrated today.
Yes, the heat.
And it's heavy too. Anything under fiscal business?
No, sir, I have nothing for today.
And we have under administration a recommendation to enter into a cooperative agreement with Warren County Common Police Court to allow the use of our administration and police department facilities as an alternative site for court business in the event of emergency. I saw the letter and that's fine. We probably need a motion to that effect.
Please.
I'd like to entertain a motion to let the administrator enter into an agreement with the Warren County Common Police Court to use our facilities if necessary.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mearsfall? Yeah. Mr. Wade?
Yay. I know years ago, we passed the same type of thing. It's been a long time.
Makes sense.
It was a normal process, just to update everything. There's still facilities now, we have the police department as a larger facility.
Yeah.
Good time to update.
Could work nicely. Hopefully, they don't have any emergencies.
Agreed.
Okay, planning and zoning?
Yeah, I actually have an add-on, so I can do it now, or a staff update.
Let's go ahead and do it.
Okay. Received an email from the Warren County Park District, and they're wanting to do a plan. We've been talking with the city of Lebanon, Mason, and Springboro about how they connect the county parks and the city parks together. So they're wanting to do a planning venture. So here's the question. Do you want to be part of this planning venture, in which they're going to start in 2026, do a planning effort, see how they could do a pedestrian and a bicycle connection between all those different entities? And then, do you want to participate financially, is the second thing. So something that, I know I don't have all the ins and outs of it, but ultimately, when we've looked at pedestrian and bicycles in the township, it's not been a priority to connect things together. Wasn't sure, since we now have cities involved in the county engineer's office, also involved looking at probably different road networks. At this point in time, the only way to get to us is through a state route, and there's not the discussion with ODOT, so I'm not sure when they're going to be part of that process. But I just wanted to get a temperature gauge.
You know, the city, who's being biked and walking past, entity that certainly promotes that, and they have some throughout their corporation limits now, and they have bike things all the time. I don't know that I personally want to be a part of it, or that the township needs to be, if the city's going to do it. Because they are certainly, at this point, more in tune to promote those two type items, walking and bicycle paths, than I believe we are. So I would let them do that, quite frankly.
I know how I'm leaving. I gotta get on my bike and go home.
Well, it's a very difficult problem and expensive to do that because of our infrastructure that we have from here to Lebanon to Mason, rough roads out there.
They are, and that's, part of the discussion that I had with Matt about this was that part. If we're truly going to do an upgrade to the thoroughfare plan, if that's where things are going, then we're going to have cross sections that are going to need to be updated. But some of the potential for, we just go from our boundary line on 741, just as a location, north to the city limits, we only have a couple chunks that are not already developed in something. So we have some missed opportunities. It's going to be a retro or in the domain, process as opposed to a developer-driven if they're going to do the installation. So not sure where it's going to end up. We'll know here in the year change once they have the plan. But I just wanted to, at this point in time, they've issued a request. Hey, interested? Wanted to bring it to your attention and gauge.
Yes, when we look at the number of people that would actually use it versus the cost versus the safety, I saw a bike path down Broadway in Lebanon for years, and I've maybe seen one bike. So it sounds like a good thing for 14 people.
I understand. That's where I figured you guys would be, but I didn't know where things were, so wanted to reach out and touch base.
Springburg is getting ready to connect Milo Beck Park to North Park, and coming up the road that I live on, across the street. That's where it'll be. And I'm not sure how they're going to accomplish that. There's no berm. There's down factory. There's no place to put it. I think that maybe they'll go over for a while and stay in the industrial park and cut over. But when they cut over, they're going to be on that narrow township road and, probably mark part of that off, I suppose. And, it looks like it looks like a hazard to me, but I know Springboro they have a whole department and team that work on that all the time, full-time positions. Yeah. Well, I'm not interested in participating.
But I've heard, I appreciate it, thank you. I'll forward on information.
Thank you.
Right.
Thanks, Steve. Any comments? Okay. Steve? you got anything?
Just busy, trying to keep it fit, like today, especially with the weather, it's guys hydrated and stuff. Starting to get a lot of data back with Station 24 up and running on how that's working, and it seems to be working very well. There's actually, got a report on Friday about the medic units where Medic 21 at Heatherwood did 19 calls that week, and Medic 24 did 20 calls, and they went into each other's jurisdiction 2 and 3 times respectively. And then when Station 22 out here, was out on a call, 24s went there twice to cover them, and so a lot of
Good.
everything was conceptual, and now everybody's starting to see the plan come together. It seems to be working as planned. So.
Good. Very good. Good for you.
We've actually reduced the call too, I mean.
Yeah, our response times are coming down. The data set's so small, it's not, the impact, because it's, the whole year data set. So it'll be interesting to, once we get to the end of the year and then start next year, to see really where that effect is taking place.
Well, having a small data bank is not a bad thing right now.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a couple calls to the business next to you, and that's going to really help with our response time. Right next door. So, and then, the businesses across the street that we're getting there early. Kettering Health Network uses our services a lot. And if you think, they used to have to come from Station 22 or Station 21, and now, it's literally a minute where it used to be, 4 or 5.
That's exactly why you're up there.
But you're right, the small data set is what we're looking for. The less they need us, the better, for sure.
Well, and that person that's over in Tamarack that has a heart attack now has a chance. Not that they did before, but it's pretty well. Yeah. Well, great. All sounds good. Anybody have any questions for Steve? Okay. Police Department? Okay. And the Road Department? I'm sure he's gonna mow grass where he can get in the ditches. Not very easy. I got stuck twice on Saturday in flat fields with my small mower. Yeah. So get the bigger one out, it'll go through stuff, but there's the hell out of everything. But quick. Okay, all right, and then anything else in the new business?
Not that I'm aware of, sir.
Okay. Brian, you have anything?
Just for executive session.
Gotcha. Okay. Consent agenda we've already approved. Staff updates, anything else? Okay. Is there a motion to recess our regular meeting and move into executive session? So moved. Second?
Mr. Mearsclaw? Yay. Mr. Wade?
Yeah. Notify liquor control.
Yes.
Division of Liquor Control Board.
Yep,
We do
you got
that,
it.
and we're withdrawing our objection to, you have the address of that.
Backstop 48.
You got it.
Is there a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yeah.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. Okay. Anything else we would like to bring up?
Didn't you want to do the, there you go.
Bigger.
Motion adjourned, please.
Okay.
There.
All right. And if no further business come before the trustees, is there a motion to adjourn?
So.
Second.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yeah.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah.